back to it. At the moment, I'm solo. We'll see if anybody joins. Alright. I'll continue trying to finish this level as is, but this is the first level of the episode, so I'll just restart if need be. I do hear that this might be a bit loud, though, compared to me. Let's try that.
Like a stop.
Hey, do a flip. Hey, got a double flip in.
Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going?
There we go. Oh, I just realized I need to reorient one of my monitors. The one I'm using to monitor OBS and chat with is a portable monitor, so I have it on a custom kickstand. I had it down in the orientation I use as a mixer for FL Studio. I push it up a little bit for streaming, so I can see and read easier. Also, 2300 volts is that's low for that's low for a base. Because a normal what's it called? Normal substation handles like 13,000 volts, or it's either 13,000 volts or 100 and something thousand volts. I can't remember which. One of my electronics professors used to do like actual electrical, like on the lines, down in Florida. So he taught us how to handle that, even though it was outside of the scope of the class. He was a cool guy. I miss him. Oh, hey. A secret. Another secret? Ooh. Interesting. Okay, I started back here, yeah. Is this the introduction of the Wendigo? Yeah, I think it is. I'm pretty sure they're in the ruins. Alright, yellow key. Oh! I'm next. Interesting. Don't think I've ever found that secret before. Alright, they said not to go to the ruins. Let's go to the ruins. Uh-huh. Oh, that's the red key. Aha. There we go. I think there's a second one, though. Yep. This, I believe, is an ambush room. Yes, it is. Aha. Into the Thresher. I remember this level being kind of a dick. Yeah, I'm gonna see about getting that other... this. That's not all of them. Alright, that went better than expected. Especially on this difficulty. Last time I played this, it was on the, I can take it. Intro what now? Fucking die. There we go. Pretty sure there's another. Come on. Yeah, figures. Oh, here we go. Said we're going into the thresher.
Sacrifice.
So we're going into the thresher. Hey, thanks for the raids, you know. This level is very red. Hey, Punch. How you doing?
Hello.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm alright. How are you?
Good. I'm watching a little bit of the stream Discord right now. Yeah, it is very red. Damn. It's like what is it? The Game Boy VR? What is it?
Nah. It doesn't have a fuck. What is that thing called?
Completely red.
So this opens somewhere else. I don't remember how to get back up.
Uh-oh.
There's nothing back here.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna see if that can break.
Yeah, there must be something to get over, or like...
Nope. Maybe I just came down here earlier than they wanted me to. But if that's the case, why'd you leave that thing open for me? Oh. Fucking ladder in the corner.
I mean, it is a dark place, you know? Other than all the red.
Yeah. They got threshed. I don't remember how to get up here.
Hmm.
And it even says that they don't shoot the buttons. But, yeah, that worked. Ah, that's why. So I was trying to do what I needed to do, but it wasn't working right away.
I love the little gun wobbling. Wait, did you get them? Oh my god. Alright, well. Hi, Blanco.
Yeah.
Okay, we're live on Twitch.
This part reminds me of what was it? Colonial Alien versus Predator. Because like you can be Xenomorph, Colonial Marines, or the Predators.
Yeah. I've only played a little bit of like AVP 2000. You move like crazy in that game.
But yeah, you can like go on walls and stuff as a face hugger and stuff.
So welcome to the
It's like you
Thresher.
going on the wall. I was like, oh jeez, it is. Whoa.
That looks unfortunate.
Oh, it's like the opening to what movie was it?
James Bond.
40K and no 40K in space.
James Bond.
the hell machine. The Hell engine.
It's the Lionsgate logo.
Lionsgate's logo is a keyway for a lock.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like with all the gears and stuff like that. Yeah. Pajama guy was not prepared.
Yeah, every time I see him, I was like, oh, a Klansman.
I was just about to say Red Dragon, yeah. Or Grand Dragon, I mean, yeah.
It's a unfortunate look because they could afford only bed sheets.
I still love that part in the manga chain where like they're all arguing about how they fucked up their masks. Not saying the bags were a bad idea, but it could have been done better.
Just gonna take these boulders with me. For the memes.
Deer.
Kind of a goat. His name is Black Phillip. The goats have gone mad. Oh yeah, Blanco, have you seen this game before?
I've heard of it, but I haven't actually seen any extended gameplay.
So that is a bar of soap.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I love this.
There's no boss at the moment for this level. But if you throw a bar of soap at any enemy, they explode in one hit.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So like
Makes
if you
sense.
don't, if you
Oh, I get it. Okay.
if you don't want to deal with like if you don't want to deal with like the intoxicator, you throw a bar of soap at him and he explodes.
That's pretty funny.
And yes, the first boss is called Intoxicator. Don't risk it for rats.
Let's see.
Rats. Don't risk it for the rats.
Because they're hard to hit and they will kill you. Okay, where do I need to unlock the door? Oh wait, I think there's a button over here. Yep. The hatch is open. Deeper into the thresher. I ran into two
What the
Wendigos.
Oh.
The Inferno Sheep. That's definitely a book title.
Yeah, it is. I don't remember who wrote it, but I know it's a book. And I'm pretty sure it inspired Amnesia. Like the game.
The Machine for Pigs.
No, just Amnesia. So it'd be the Dark Descent. Because
What is the Machine for Pigs? Is that Amnesia or is that something else?
is it what?
There was one of those games called with the title, with the subtitle Machine for Pigs.
Yeah, that one was published by Irrational. Not Irrational. Frictional Games. There we go. Published by Frictional, but it was developed by the Chinese Room.
Oh, okay.
And the Chinese Room makes games, but not the style of game people wanted to play. So Machine for Pigs is mostly a walking sim, but horror.
Right.
And people wanted another Amnesia game, which was horror puzzle. Ah, damn it. Trying to smack the Wendigo with a barrel. Oh yeah, when you hit the reload button, your character flips the weapons.
That's every single one of them. That's funny. Good. Good shit. Let's go.
I'm gonna reload though. They got me down to 41 health. There we go.
Nice.
That's how you deal with Wendigos. He will deliver us. What'd you order, pizza? I can go for some pizza. Shit,
I was about to say, I see the delivery options before you choose one, but...
I might do that for supper tomorrow. I'm gonna be home alone for the weekend. So... Oh,
Pizza?
we're finally at the Escher Labs.
Tell you what, I just got pizza the other day. I haven't had pizza in like over a month, and man, it's one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, I forget how good this is.
So, Dave Oshry has some, I think it's Oshry, maybe it's Zamansky, has some voice lines over the speaker system. They're really funny, but they're difficult to hear because they they distorted them.
Oh yeah.
By the way, that is a picture of Dave Oshry as a kid.
Oh, well there you go.
The guy who runs New Blood Games, the publisher of this. Oh hey, it's Dusk playing on a computer. Don't have time to play with myself. All right, Duke. So, do you have an idea of why they call it the Escher Labs?
I mean, besides the obvious.
Is it obvious?
I mean, just all the kind of maze of the building, or
So the maze part is the least Escher part of the building.
All right, go ahead.
You'll see. Aha.
Oh.
Someone got called to Dave Oshry's office. There's a super speed.
It's Hannibal Lecter's house.
Huh?
I said it's Hannibal Lecter's house.
Nah. Oh, we got infighting. Oh.
Oh.
I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, so I'm not getting upsetty about deaths.
Right, I feel you.
Yeah. The man had a giggle.
He did.
Right. This isn't the normal speed of a machine gun. It's about twice as fast because there's normal speed.
Oh, you can turn the speed up and down.
Now it's the super speed power up.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty much shaped like a cool S. So that is a new power-up that slows down time. It's the super hot power-up.
Go on, take it. Taste the power. Go on. Taste the power.
Let's see how long it takes him to switch weapons. I just need this one. Super hot. Super hot.
Sugar water.
Yeah, something isn't right. And there's the floor on the ceiling. We're back at the entrance. Oh, cool, I'm drunk.
Nope.
Yep, got him. Don't. Here's the boss. So the door won't open until I hit that button. Just gonna hang out and quaff some beer real quick. Take a second to sober up.
You and me both, brother.
Anytime now. Anytime now. There we go. You may be wondering why I stacked all these.
Sorry about that.
That didn't work. Oh well.
Oh.
Okay, why was there the Wendigo stinger? So here's how you can do thing. Fuck that again. Stop doing the Wendigo stinger. back to stacking.
This remind me of like Mad Max. Or not Mad Max,
That woman in the silos
Max
going
Payne.
through it. She's going,
What have you done?
Oh!
Well, good thing I saved it.
Yeah, very good thing you said it. God, I just played through like a very, very stressful part of The Last of Us 2's campaign, and I made multiple saves with multiple loadouts before I went into that boss battle. I was just like, man, I don't know how this is gonna go. So I was just like, use all 3 save slots and create 3 different loadouts before I tried this. Ended up not being as bad as I thought it was, but it was still fucking tough.
What have you done?
Yeah.
Xena, you're squatted up, right? Are you with Texas or?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah. I was looking at my
I'll-
everybody's in squads.
Yeah, no. I'll invite you in a little bit.
Oh, no worries. I just kind of figured that y'all were in the same spot. Oh, my possum friend is back.
What have you done?
Sorry, buddy, I don't have any more cat food for you.
They call me mozzarella because I like the cheese.
Oh my god.
She's still taking a lot of damage.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
Fix it now with Flex Seal,
Flex Seal.
the new liquid version of Flex Tape.
Oh god.
That wasn't Billy Mays, was it? That was somebody else, right?
Huh?
Some of it was.
Yeah. Okay.
Flex tape, yeah. Flex tape and
I just remember the guy cutting a boat in half and like
yeah,
flex
that
tape
was
and
Bill.
shit.
I think the rest was a skinny dude.
No, you're thinking of OxyClean. Because I went from Billy Mays to the British dude. Or Australian dude, whichever one.
The slap chop guy.
That guy. I don't
Didn't that
remember
guy
what
get
else
in
he
like
did.
some sort of legal trouble or something like that?
Yeah, he smacked a prostitute and claimed that she bit his dick.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah.
Which, you know what? If she did do that, I probably would too.
I mean,
I also don't believe him
Not too out of pocket.
Yeah, that's what happened to Vince.
Oh, that was his name. Yeah, and he had that really irritating headset for some reason.
You're gonna love my nuts. Oh, this room is fun. Okay, this is called Erebus Reactor. It may or may not be a reference to Doom 1. I think episode 3, because it had a level called Mount Erebus. This is hard as fuck, and you gotta move.
I'm really enjoying the new Doom. Some people are kind of mid on it, but I'm having fun.
For what?
The new Doom.
I've heard mostly good things.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you were looking for classic Doom vibes, this isn't it.
Oh no. And if you're looking for an upgraded Doom Eternal, it's just different mechanics. Yeah, some people are really with it, some people are not. But yeah, I'm having fun with it.
That happened to Vince. It happened to Vince.
He said you're gonna love my
person.
nuts, and she did not love his nuts.
No, did not.
No.
Not as
0 out of 10.
advertised.
0 out of 10.
She bought one, got one free, and returned them both.
Oh my god.
I almost said I wish I could move faster, but it's just because this level's enormous.
I was about to say, you're already moving fast as fuck. It's just a very, very big room. Like when you're in those hallways, it looks like you're on like ultra speed mode. But
It looks like I'm playing like Marathon.
yeah.
Now that game moved fast.
Yeah, it does.
Oh hey look, a Rise of the Triad reference.
Oh, I wouldn't have noticed that one. I don't know what that is.
It's a asbestos suit,
Oh, okay.
and that's like your armor in Rise of the Triad.
I'm a relatively well-schooled gamer, but there's still plenty of shit that I miss. I'd say I'm a B-tier gamer. That's one of the reasons I like variety streamers, is because I learn a lot while I'm watching.
I never understood people that could play one game and that's it.
And that's it, yeah. And generally their audiences are very small as well.
Well, it depends, because like some streamers like Tally used to almost only play World of Warcraft, and he had like 15k easy.
I guess it also depends on the game.
Destiny 1 pass.
Yeah, there's a lot of very popular Destiny streamers still. Destiny is again one of those games that just never grabbed me.
I had the first Destiny pre-ordered, and then I got cold feet about it, and I was correct.
Oh. I mean, it's good.
It was rough on launch.
Oh yeah.
But most games like that are.
Is that the one with the Dinklebot?
Yes.
Yes.
Who was then
Dinklage.
replaced.
Yeah.
That was so stupid.
He came from the moon.
yeah, that's right.
It's like, how could you make wizards coming from the moon sound boring?
Well, they pull it off. tell you what, a lot of those fantasy games like Oblivion, and there's another big one that recently came out that a lot of people were playing. Like I understand that people love those games. It's just not for me.
What game?
Like there's the remastered Oblivion that just came out. There was something else. It was like a medieval style that came out like a couple months ago.
Was it a remake?
I think it was a sequel of some sort.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Kingdom Come, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that game doesn't give a shit if you like it.
Yeah, which I kind of respect, but you know.
Yeah, it's like if you're in, you're in. If you're not, you're very not.
Yeah, and I'm on the latter. I'm too ADD for a lot of games. Like, I need it to be fast-paced and like constantly keep my attention in different directions.
This game, the reason I like a lot of boomer shooters is because they make my brain go burr.
Oh my god, I was so excited when I saw that they were coming out with Enter the Gungeon 2. I'm like, let's go! Like,
what's it called?
Enter the Gungeon.
Right. Well, what's the new one called? Is it Exit the Gungeon?
I don't know what this. I don't know what the subtitle is called.
No,
I
was wrong. Exit the Gungeon is the one they made for like mobile.
I know they made like a light shooter version.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming out with another one this soon.
Like, yeah. I
They'll
typically
also
don't
change it to
enjoy
3D.
roguelikes super a lot. Like, I enjoyed my time with like Gunfire Reborn for a little bit, and then I played Hades, and Hades was fun mostly just because of the story.
Oh,
Gunfire Reborn is really fun.
It's just called Enter the Gungeon 2.
I think so. Yeah.
I gotta get the second one.
I typically don't like roguelikes that much.
It's 3D only. So some people are going to have an issue with that.
2 is 3D?
Yeah. It looks really good. But I know people.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
I know some people won't like the vibe because they're like, oh, I want the 2D. I want the 2D like pixel art. It's like, well.
Yeah, this looks so unbelievably generic. What the fuck? Like the pixel art was like part of the appeal. This seems like
I'm more about the gameplay most of the time than I am
this
the.
Seems like maximum fleshy generator. Like. But yeah, I feel like the new Marathon is gonna kill Bungie.
If it releases.
Yeah.
Actually, it might kill him if it might kill him even if it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because nobody's gonna trust him again.
Yeah.
They're in a
especially
weird
with the plagiarism stuff. But, like, extraction shooters are such a niche genre.
They're also
like the only
they're also
good
shit.
and worthwhile. Yeah, they're also just kind of misery generators. Like. They aren't like the only good, even remotely good looter shooters like Tarkov, and like that is like an absolute misery generator, and only has like super duper dedicated fans of it.
Yeah, and it's only not shit.
I got my new computer.
Tarkov.
There have just been so many spin-offs because extraction shooters are like extreme like content generators for like Twitch and YouTube.
Tarkov is only
a lot
not
of content farming with a lot of games nowadays.
Tarkov is only not bad if you get people who are not cheating, and that's exceeding rare.
Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure Tarkov like doesn't have a lot of players.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting into that, and then one of my buddies that I play other games with, who I knew played it, I asked him about it. He said, "Don't do it." He said, "You're not gonna have fun." He said
I do think the
I got in
marathon is
early
kinda
enough to where like I got addicted to it, but like
Like, if
at
they
the end
didn't
of
call
I
it
was just
marathon and kind of just
miserable.
came out with, hey, this is our new thing, like, I feel like people would be at least a little bit more kind to it.
Yeah, because otherwise,
there's a
like, oh, you took
non-listening.
this first-person like sci-fi shooter, and you turned it into an extraction shooter.
Yeah, it's really
So I haven't looked
Like,
really too far into this. So what's the so is there like a controversy around it for plagiarism?
Yeah, they stole
yeah.
basically an artist's entire catalog and didn't really edit any of it.
Oh,
I didn't tell them.
That's
Didn't tell
tough.
them, didn't pay them, didn't ask.
I'm not. Yeah.
And people were like,
that's-
"Hey."
that's a bummer.
People were like, "Hey, this is
Like,
like."
due to that on principle, I don't fuck with Bungie
That's
anymore.
that's
Like,
what
I
happened
like,
to that.
Like, I
That's
like
what happened to that
Destiny.
VTuber Sender recently is cutting off people's like artist sources and stuff like that for models. You know, just using her clout to basically create just almost like an exclusivity within the within like the artists and stuff like that. And then when everybody found out about that, they were like, "Fuck this bitch."
Yeah, I just kind of don't want to fuck with Bungie anymore because of that. Like, I like Destiny. Like, Destiny was fun.
I had a little bit of
It's
fun with
like
Destiny
the
when I
final,
played
the
it
final
with my
shoot was
buddies.
fun. Like, yeah, I don't play Destiny anymore.
Yeah, I think after about after about maybe 3 hours of Destiny, I was like, okay, I think I got my fill of that.
I did the intro mission of Destiny 2, got to the overworld, and I was like, yeah, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is a shame because I spent so much time as a kid in Halo that I was like, I was just like, man, Bungie's awesome, like hell yeah, and then they've just done nothing but disappoint me ever since.
Oh, they also tried to weasel out of any kind of liability about the stolen art by claiming a former employee did it, and they didn't know. But then you look at the follows of the dev team and the art team. Several
The
members are following the artist they stole from, and had been for years.
Yeah, so you got to check your receipts, dude.
So, something is a fuck.
I've never used that term before. I'm stealing that. Something is a fuck. That's funny.
It's like something is afoot, but also fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No! Oh.
Yeah, this starts a bit rough with this low
Yeah,
health.
this is a tough room, like you were saying.
And it's just one big room.
So
There's
how
also,
often can you save? Is it just at the beginning of the
whenever.
instance?
No, I can save whenever.
Oh.
But I'm always being pressed by an enemy.
Shoot. Skulls for the skull throw.
Is this like an arena mode or like?
No, this is just one of the levels.
Let's see. Oh, this is entirely just this.
Yeah, so earlier they were playing like levels where it was a bunch of really tight hallways, and now it's this big open room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went
I
from
feel like a game falls apart if you're in a big open room like this. That's just mostly flat.
Well, I mean,
this one.
it's
This one's
either
great.
that or it gets to be boring if you're just in the same, like, if you're in the same type of instance over and over and over again. You got to switch it up.
So what's funny about that is the last level I was in was called the Escher Labs, and if you're thinking what that could be, you're probably correct. The guy making the game was like, I don't want to just make some like facility thing. That'll be boring. But he didn't know what else to do. So I want to say someone else working with him was like, why don't you just make it like really fucking weird? It's like, okay.
I will say, I really enjoy the aesthetics of this game.
Yeah, it's like, what if Quake was made 10 years later than it was?
Yeah, and I know I've asked you this before, but I can't remember how old you are, because I'm
32.
like 37.
Well, I'll be
okay.
32 in July.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, this is like what games were like when I was a kid, and this is like just total nostalgia right now.
And unfortunately, since you haven't played Rise of the Triad, the next boss will be like the joke of the next boss will be lost on you.
The thing
name
was,
is
when I was a kid, my parents were so anti-video game
Blanco.
that I only had a couple different ones that I could play.
Hey Blanco, you gotta be better out talking over people.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just
since you haven't played Rise of the Triad, the next boss is gonna probably be lost on you. His name is Big John, and he's just a Rise of the Triad reference because he's a guy that sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he just says Schwarzenegger's lines as you shoot him.
That's funny. Does this game have a bunch of references to like a bunch of different boomer shooters?
Yes.
Is boomer shooter the correct term at this point, or like?
Yeah, it's the style of shooter as was made famous in the 90s. So it's the type of shooter that both boomers made and played.
Yeah.
I think I can save. So I'll save on a second.
I noticed you've been using save slot too. Is there a specific reason for that? Is that like a good luck thing?
No, I separate it by episode.
Oh, okay.
So when I move to episode 3, I'm going to save it over this save.
Alright, got it. Oh, some people use certain save slots for like superstitious reasons.
Yeah. I know people who refuse to use anything but slot 1.
See, I know.
Because they're like,
same.
hey, this is my slot. Yeah, but you can just save another slot and revert to the other one if this one doesn't work out.
Yeah,
but it's slot 1.
I always use save slot 3. I picked that up somewhere. I can't remember where, but yeah, I always use number 3.
So to get that stuff down there without dying, I need to get up there to get the asbestos suit, which is another Rise of the Triad reference.
Have you played the new Doom?
Nope.
I have. I'm in chapter 8 right now.
Yeah. The take on the formula is interesting that you are now just this fucking absolute plate train going forward constantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a lot more. What were you saying? It was a lot more rhythm based.
Yeah. Now that they've done 3 of the new Dooms, it's interesting kind of the takes that they've had on the formula for each of them.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they were like, yeah, let's, like, do a new kind of take on the franchise on purpose. When the first 2 were kind of like, okay, this is, new Doom, and then a refinement on the new Doom, and then it's okay, now you can get a little bit silly with it for the 3rd one.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I know some people are kind of unhappy that they took some of the mechanics away from Doom Eternal, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like it balanced out enough to where I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Did they change from enemies requiring certain weapons to kill them?
Yes.
Good. That was the worst part of Eternal.
That's why one of the things that
That's why I stopped playing Eternal.
Yeah.
I think it's
So
that like
basically-
certain you can like kill certain enemies easier with a weapon, but with specific weapons, but you don't specifically have to. I believe. I'm not
So
sure.
that was the idea with Eternal, but it was like if you use something that wasn't optimal, you just wasted your ammo.
Yeah.
A lot of this new Doom game is based off of parries. So using the shield as parries as well as throwing the shield in order to weaken enemies and stuff like that is a major mechanic. But the actual guns themselves, whatever gun you're most comfortable with, you can actually level that gun up as high as you want.
Alright, cool.
And then just ignore all the other ones, and you know, you don't have to use the other ones if you don't want to. You just find what you're most comfortable with. And then just get good with the parry system. Or at least, I'm only about a third of the way through the game, and that's what I'm finding.
It's interesting that they're trying to go for a bit more of a cinematic story.
Yeah,
It looks great too.
It's the second time they've tried that over the series, but I think it works. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen any of the new one really.
But with like Doom 3, the original Doom 3 trying to do a bigger story.
Well, they just tried to have story in general, because like there was story in like text crawls.
Yeah, it was very basic.
In the first two, because you couldn't have cutscenes. In 93, 94.
Yeah, wasn't it just like he was just trying to avenge his rabbit or something?
That's Doom 2.
Okay, alright, yeah.
Doom 1 is just, first off, how Doom Guy got to the UAC base is incredible. His CO was trying to get him to kill, like, it was either just innocents, or it was specifically like children, and then he beat the shit out of his CO, and then they sent
That's
him.
right.
And then they sent him to Mars.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he was brought to Mars in chains.
And then
It's like a punishment.
and then it was pretty soon after he got there that the scientists were like, hey, let's do this thing. And then they open the portal to Mars, or open the portal to hell.
Did they ever say when Doom takes place? I'm sure they do.
There is a canon date, at least the old one. I don't know if that's still the case for the new ones. But I at least know the time envelope, because the original canon is BJ Blazkowicz had at least one kid, and his name was, I want to say BJ Jr. It doesn't matter, but Blazkowicz's grandson is Commander Keen, and Commander Keen's grandson is Doom Guy.
Oh, okay. So we're thinking what? 6 generations ahead of us. So okay.
It's like the 22 or 2300s.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay.
It is really funny how devs in the 90s tried to like tie all their game series together like that. It's really cool.
Yeah, it makes sense too.
Well, when video games were very niche, it does make sense that they would try and kind of, stick within their story.
Yeah, and
now that there's so many different things going on, you have to try and diversitize.
And it makes sense to be like, hey, if you like this game, why don't you continue the story in this other game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you just change
especially
out.
with Marvel coming out and creating like this enormous juggernaut. Everybody wants to try and reinvent capture that lightning in a bottle again.
It's just, if you start with Wolfenstein, you just swap out Nazi for either alien or demons, and then you get the other one. Except Commander Keen. Except Commander Keen is a platformer.
My buddy in my other server that I play with, he's currently playing through the first game of the new Wolfenstein games, and I was watching him play it. I was just like, this is fun. Yeah. I think it's called the New Order or something like that. I can't remember.
Well, for what?
Yeah, sadly that
For
series is dead.
Wolfenstein.
Supposedly they're working on another one, but I've heard nothing about it.
The last one that came out was very good.
Wasn't the second one like a huge cliffhanger, and then they decided to do a weird spin-off that like barely continued the story?
Yeah, there's some sort of there's some sort of issue
the new
with
Colossus
the plot.
was like, we're gonna take back the U.S. and then the world, and then they did the thing where it's like, anyway, 20 years later, and it goes to Blaskowitz's girls, and there's no actual story continuation, and the gameplay is trash.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that
like,
sucks.
when did it come out? Was it like 2019, where every game had to be open world?
Something
It was
like
just
that.
just before the pandemic.
But it wasn't even open world. It was like
I
it was
don't
like
think it
small
was
slivers of area that were like big enough to be convincing, but you had cutscenes and load screens between large sections.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh, okay. You got it.
Isn't Paris like still occupied in that game?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
yeah. Paris was still occupied, and I think like half of Europe was still occupied.
I always loved those games where it was just like reimagined, like, oh, well, shit. Where it was like reimagined versions of results of World War II or World War I or something like that. Those were always fun.
I think
Like
we
the
should
what if scenarios.
see. I would love it if people would start using other events, but a lot of the time
Sure.
they would just be boring as a start.
And like 9 times out of 10, it's what if the Nazis won? And like, God, I'm tired of that. Like,
Well,
When I was a kid, that
I'm
was
talking about
pretty
like
not.
I'm talking about like what if like the War of 1812 went a different way, or
Yeah,
what if
yeah,
what
I
if
mean-
what if a president lost the election?
Is that the term? I don't watch anime or a lot of Japanese stuff, but isn't that the term isekai? Is just like alternate universes?
No, that is
that's if, like,
that's
that's
specifically
like,
like a
like,
fish out of
person-
water being taken to another universe.
yeah, like person from modern day
Okay.
gets transported into some type of fantasy
Got it,
or alternate
displaced.
world, either by you are in a video game or you get hit by a truck and end up there.
The truck is so common that a special character has been created specifically for isekai, and their name is Truck-chan. They're just a truck.
Really?
Yes.
Either the main character dies and ends up in the alternate world, or they're in a video game and are either like voluntarily in a video game and it's just a video game, or they are stuck in the video game.
And it's
That's
a
fucking funny. I
it's a
didn't know
common
that.
trend to have an extremely long title.
Yeah, and through the first method I mentioned, for some reason it has become a trope for the character to die by just like some freak accident, usually getting hit by a truck. And so like the isekai truck has become a joke.
Yeah, because it's like, how do I get this boring character from this
I
boring
didn't
world
know that.
into my fantasy world?
I just know the basics about that stuff. Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, it usually ends up being like, well, you were in a coma, so it was like a coma dream.
Oh, I thought it was like
And-
you go into a portal or something like that, and you
Yeah,
end up in
the-
another universe.
That is some of them.
Yeah, there's some of them. Some of them is like a joke on like gacha games where like a character from that universe like summons them, and it's kind of a veiled joke on like gacha games.
Okay, you gotta remember
And like,
what a gacha game is.
like usually the character is like
So you
super
know,
good or has like pre-existing knowledge, or they're like super
you know
good.
those mobile games where it's like, pick a card and the card is a character, and you want a good character, but it's mostly not.
Maybe. I don't play mobile games. So is it like you have a chance to open a pack and you don't know what? The
Oh,
pack is
it's
gonna
not
be
a it's
worth?
not a
Kinda
pack usually. It's usually one character.
It's like a trading card game, except you're gambling for a specific character to be able to use.
For instance,
You
in
have to make
one of them I played was called Figure Fantasy. So you were getting like basically Nindroids, and they were like fighting robots on your team.
One of the vaguely actually good one of those was Dragalia Lost, but that went under sadly.
And I stopped because it's
That
like,
one
well,
sounds
I'm not putting
familiar,
money in,
actually.
so I'm not making progress.
Oh, that's what you mean by.
You're usually
okay,
pay
got
to
it,
win
got
hell.
it.
Not always,
Okay.
but they can be.
Yeah, some of them are fine, but most of them are not.
My only excuse for putting money into video games nowadays is if I stay at home during the weekend as opposed to going out with my girl or anything like that, and then I didn't spend the money that I would have going out to restaurants or a movie or something like that, you know, so that money can now be relegated to me buying a skin that I want on a video game or something like that. Like my reserve play money was not used this weekend. Hanging out with my SO, so I guess I'll use it on myself.
Playing Dragalia, not that, Last Epoch, that's been fun. The story is generic and hasn't grabbed me at all, but the game is fun. They finally added in Lost Key controls, so now I can actually play it without fucking up my hand. Because I like mega had my hand messed up. I felt like, so.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know, I just played it too much.
I was
You, like,
the,
carpet on it or something?
I think maybe.
Is like the
I've heard that really hurts.
Because it's flipped the mood on me. I don't think it was like the long carpet, but it still hurts. It's mostly that I'm, still having to use my computer every day, so it's not really being able to heal. I need to get like a bigger mouse that's a bit more ergonomic, I think.
well, I would recommend the Logitech G600, but it's been discontinued.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's my mouse of choice.
I need
Yeah,
a
I'm
mouse.
actively trying to get a new one, but they're like, they don't make them anymore. So
I'm probably just gonna make my own because I know how.
yeah, you should. Yeah.
Yeah, you could just totally.
Because I can get
for
the
your
same
hand.
sensor for $30. I have an Arduino, and I have methods to connect buttons.
Well, there's also a Corsair, what is it? Corsair Scimitar, which is basically the same, but I haven't tested it, so take a look at reviews right now.
I'm still working with this old Razer mouse, and so far it's okay, but
My main
I have a
issue with
smaller
them is like,
Corsair
hey, you want this
mouse,
MMO
like-
mouse? Better get ready to pay $150 for a thing you paid $60 for
Yeah.
like yesterday.
oh, this one's nowhere near.
Yeah, I don't need all those
Very
buttons on this.
nice.
I'd probably need a bigger mouse, but I don't need all those buttons
Right.
on the side.
But it
Are
was
you
still,
talking about
it was
those
still
ones
gonna
that
be,
have like an entire keyboard on the side of it?
It has 12 side
No.
buttons.
Yeah.
But it was going to be my recommendation because it's the biggest mouse I knew that was currently like in use.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Well, the thing about it is that people say that they don't need it because it's all those buttons and who would ever need it. But the thing is, like, if you play FPSs and stuff, you can map those buttons to like switch to guns faster or to talk while shooting, while moving, and doing everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
mean, I have
does come
4
in handy.
on mine.
Yeah, I mean that 4 is probably good. I mean, it probably does a lot.
Yeah.
I had
Haven't-
mine set up so that I could play Diablo 3 start to finish without touching my keyboard.
facing you.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, so I could just like lay back and just use my right hand.
That's insane. Okay, alright.
And the left hand is just there, flapping in the breeze, doing whatever. What could it do?
Yeah, because
I don't know.
Yeah, I have it as like 1 through 4 are my abilities.
Writing in my
5 is
journal.
character. 6 is map. 7 is town portal. 8 is my companion. I can't remember what 9 is, but the back 3 I don't have a use
Like,
for.
Okay,
but like,
So
oh my
question
God.
for y'all when it comes to mice, real quick, just basic question.
Mhm.
Wireless or corded?
Corded.
Yeah,
What
same.
did 100%? Like, do you not have to freaking charge it?
I already have to charge a phone and a laptop. I'm not electing to have anything else need to
exactly. I'm
charge.
so tired of getting in. Yeah.
It's that and well, people have raised the same point about like headphones. Like, why don't you just get Bluetooth
I
ones?
love my wireless headphones.
And I'm like, well, 1, I don't want to charge what I hear, and 2, it sounds like shit. So
But like, going from Path of Exile 2 to Last Epoch is like, oh my god. Like, this is so much of a better video game. Like, you're just kind of good from the start and don't feel absolutely terrible for like 2.5 acts. Like, you're just good from the start, and like the gearing is really easy, and like the crafting system is cool. Like, this is an actually finished video game. Wow.
I mean, to be fair, Path of Exile 2 is very clearly in early access.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted to be like slow and methodical and like have a lot of friction, and like, no. I don't like that. Like, the only reason I played that game is because it had the monk class. Like, and some of the concepts are pretty interesting. Like, I like the fact that you could like move and use ranged attacks and stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
But like I have everything that I own is wired except for my headset, and I was very hesitant to get a wireless headset, but after damn.
I was trying to
But
cross
after,
over to get
after a
the
lot of reviews and stuff like
installation
that,
suit.
I went. I went with these Steel Series Arctis Nova Pros. They're incredibly comfortable. The battery lasts for 12 plus hours. It comes with a mixing station and stuff like that that charges an extra battery. So if my battery runs out, I just swap it out for the spare.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, and I found it on Amazon refurbished. The headset is $300 normally, but I found one refurbished on Amazon for $200 because somebody apparently put it on, didn't like it, and sent it back to Amazon. So it's just like, hey, anybody want these non-used headphones for $200? And I was like, sold. I love these things, and the microphone's not bad at all.
Oh, another thing I hate. What the fuck is with the trend of having the lightest mouse on the planet? I want my mouse heavy.
I like heavy mice. Yeah. Mine has little
Heavy is
spots
how
on
I-
the bottom to where you can put weights in it.
Heavy is how I maintain control.
Yeah. It increases tactile input. Yeah. To have weight to it. Yeah. Yeah. So there's like little slots on the bottom of my mouse where you can put in or take out these little weights. That kind of stuff. It comes with the mouse, so. But yeah, I'm looking at getting a new mouse because my scroll wheel, the scroll wheel click in, at some point that stopped working.
Yeah. I've tried replacing that switch, and it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean, this was only an $80 mouse, so.
That's expensive.
It's not too big of a loss. I mean, it's also like I've had it for 4 years, so
Still,
I'm not too mad about it.
well, while I'm here, not being shot at, I'm going to save.
I was about to say, you made some progress here.
Especially because I need to drop down here.
What was the mouse that Xeno was saying earlier? I can't remember the brand.
It's a Corsair.
Honestly, Corsair. Yeah. I know a lot of people are in
Corsair Scimitar.
Yeah. I have a Corsair liquid cooling system in my new PC that is doing a pretty fucking good job.
Yeah. My build in Last Epoch is just throwing basically saw blades at people that stack up a debuff, and then when it gets to 3 it deals a fuck ton of burst damage, and it's really funny. Just seeing a really big damage number.
Bam! Nice shot. What are your DPI settings like? Because you're very, very accurate.
I use 1200.
Oof, that's high.
I mean, the mouse can go up
Or at least for
to...
me.
I want to say this can go up to 6,000.
I was about to say, yeah, mine goes really high. But for me,
No,
I'm one of the people that aims with my elbow as opposed to my wrist.
Oh, I do everything with my wrist, which is probably why I have carpal tunnel.
Yeah, no, I have an enormous mouse pad. You know, and I have my DPI set to like 750. So like whenever I'm in, it's because I'm generally in a lot of shooter games. I'll play mid to long range. So that's why I have my DPI set low, and then I just aim with my elbow. And then I even have a clutch on the mouse, so that if I'm trying to fine tune it, it'll drop it down to like 400. Whoop! Oh, come on! Yeah, good try.
Yeah, that's what I get for trying to skip them.
This
yeah,
is a tough area.
If I want to be accurate, I'll click the DPI button twice, and now I can get like really fine aiming. I can't remember if I have 200 or 400, but here's the difference. Here's the low one. Here's the high one.
Oh my god! I just had a stroke.
Same circle. Same circle on the mouse pad.
You're much more of a calm gamer than I am.
Yeah.
I think that's probably
never-
the reason that I set my DPI so low is because if something surprises me, I'll jerk my mouse, and then all of a sudden I'm looking in the wrong direction.
Same thing happens to me. Only difference is I'm fast at correcting.
Yeah.
Plus, when I get the flow, I can just like do.
In these type of games, it does make sense. Yeah. go. Excellent.
So this is an excellent place to use this.
Yep. Yeah.
And I haven't for this reason. Hello? Did I kill them all out there? Yeah, I guess I killed them all.
Oh shit. There you go.
But you use this because it has it penetrates enemies. Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Here is the guy. Once I open the door.
You want to save now?
I'm gonna save after I set this up.
Okay. All right. Oh, you have to activate him.
Yeah, I gotta press a button in that room and then aggro him. Also, being a quick, like, strafe, like, doing this, like, angled run is faster. Yep. Diagonal running.
Oh, Lexus, I know that you're a musician.
Yeah.
So I saw something. I logged on to Facebook the other day, and I was just checking to see if any of my college friends were doing a thing, and I was scrolling through, and I saw that Metallica is touring with. They're touring with Pantera, which kind of makes sense. They're also touring with Ice Nine Kills and Limp Bizkit.
All right, so that's one band I like playing with two bands I don't, and with
I was just like, what is this?
And
what
with
is this
one
mashup?
that I
What is
find
happening?
And then the fourth one I just see as a meme.
Right? I was like, I'm not paying for that concert.
Now,
Go
to
fuck
be fair,
yourselves.
I only don't like Ice Nine Kills because I've never listened to them.
I mean, they're not bad. They're definitely. I mean, they're beyond my generation. But
like I
mean,
I,
they don't make
straight
bad
up
music.
do not.
But Pantera is, I'm sorry. Like, I liked them when I was a kid, until I realized how extremely white supremacist that band was.
Yeah, and that's why I don't like them.
Yeah, I mean, I loved Dimebag Darrell.
Really?
And like, yeah.
Damn, I did not know that.
Phil Anselmo was on
Phil
stage.
Anselmo is a cunt. Yeah.
And said WP on stage to a crowd.
Yeah.
With the salute and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
And keep in mind that Dimebag did have guitars that had the rebel flag on it. So
yeah, he did do that, but but he was never with like the weird shit that Phil was into.
Although I appreciate Dimebag's playing.
I will say I might be defending my hero
sound.
too hard. I'm sorry, so
What?
Dimebag was one of my guitar heroes growing up, so I might be defending him over Phil, and but yeah, Phil is an absolute fucking asshole.
So my problem is I like what Dimebag played.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot stand how it sounds.
That was the style of that time period, I guess.
It was not.
I know what you mean. There was that really just take all the mids out, crank the bass and the treble, and then he used those weird pickups that just made it sound like a razor blade.
The pickups do not shape the sound.
It's such a strange sound, but it was unique, and his playing was so out of the box that it stood out.
I mean, I can tell you what the sound was. On the amp, turn the mid down, and then the speaker also
take the
had,
mids completely out.
Let me fucking finish.
Yeah.
And the speaker also had limited mids. I don't know what Randall put in that cabinet, but it didn't have much mids.
Well, so that was one of the first times that people started using solid state amps as well, because for the longest time it was always tube amps. But solid state amps that Dimebag championed for that sound were a lot cheaper to get.
So here's another thing. Whether it be tube or transistor, it doesn't fucking matter. The difference is the voltage level, not the actual sound. Now,
well, it's the cost, I guess, is what I was saying. Sorry.
Yeah, and yeah, transistor amps are going to be cheaper. So part of the reason people think transistor amps suck is because older transistor amps, older transistors didn't have they sounded more harsh when hit with a signal too hard, because it would hard clip. But basically from like the mid 80s onward, they're fine. And I can get into this for a while because I've actually done like research and
Sure. Yeah,
have sources,
yeah,
but here's Big John.
Oh, is that it? Yeah. I mean, no. I have a box amp that I love because it has a tube preamp, and it gives that warmth to it for like clean sounds that the solid states didn't really give if you overdrive it. But it gave the hard gain if you were running it at like 10 watts. You know, you could overdrive the tube. That was that's why I love my box amp, because you can turn it down to 10 all the way up to 100, you know, and just with a little dial on the preamp.
So
it gives a lot of
Caro,
range.
that was a person imitating Arnold Schwarzenegger, specifically in the same style as Rise of the Triad, because Big John was a boss in Rise of the Triad with those same voice lines. Welcome to Neo Babel.
That's a fun thing they did. I like that. What kind of amp do you use?
It depends on what I want to do.
Oh, I only own one. I got rid of my second amp.
My physical amp, I don't remember what it is. It's in storage because I don't use it anymore. But it is still mine. On Amplitude, because I normally use amp sims, I use an Angle, specifically the Powerball.
Okay.
For bass, I tend to favor the Bassman from Fender.
I don't play bass.
I play basically any instrument.
Yeah, no, I play piano and guitar. Well, I mean, like I did play sax in high school, but I pretty much dropped that.
Let's see, if I want to play like 70s or like 60s sounding, I'll probably go with an orange.
I love orange amps. They're very good.
Because the I don't remember the full title, but it's the 50 watt orange sounds very retro.
Yeah, and crunchy.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah.
It's kind of like it has a somewhere between a tube screamer and a fuzz face in it.
Mm-hmm.
But
one of my buddies
has
he bought it off of eBay for a ridiculous amount of money, but it has one of the old tube screamers, not one of the remakes.
I can build one.
Yeah, I'm sure. I can't do that, you know. But yeah, he paid like, I don't know, like the new tube screamers I think are like $250-ish, something like that. But they're not the same.
The only one I would consider buying is the one that has all of them built into it. I don't remember what it's called, but it has like 6 versions of the TS8, a couple versions of the TS9 and TS10, and then I think some new thing in it. Sounds great.
Okay.
But it's like, do you want to have every famous version of this this pedal in one pedal?
Yeah. The one thing that I don't like about one of my pedals is it comes with background hiss. It drives me nuts. So I had to buy it's a muff pedal. It's a metal muff.
What power supply did you use?
The one that came with it.
That's weird.
Yeah. And then I plugged that into my pedal board. But yeah, it always had a background hiss, so I had to get a Boss noise suppressor.
Yeah. That could either be a home power thing, although I'm sure you checked that out.
No, it was wherever. It was where I was at my band practice area, or if I was at home. It was always just this kind of like background, like it was just kind of, you could barely hear it, but it would. Whenever I turned it on and off, you could hear a difference, you know. Yeah, so I had to get that noise suppression thing.
All right, because usually the solution is to get like a different pedal power supply, because the pedal power supplies are like, they have a little bit more circuitry in there to cut out that noise. Because you're basically taking mains power and putting it directly into the sound.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to buck the hum, as it were. But yeah, it's a pain in the ass to deal with.
One of my favorite pedals that I have is the Digitech Waymate pedal. I love it. The harmonizer pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that pedal.
I've got I don't use it very much, but I have the Boss, or not Boss, the Digitech RP350.
I don't know which one that is.
It's one of the modelers. So it's like, it's an effect pedal, but you could run an entire rig out of it directly.
Okay, so it's one of the big ones.
Footprint wise, it is kind of big. It's not as big as the biggest one, which my dad has.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 3 switches, whammy, and then like 5 parameter knobs.
Okay.
Fucking.
Can you save your presets and all that?
Oh yeah. You can save up to 60 of them. It's either 60 or 40.
Yeah, that's fun.
So basically, what I did was I set them all up the same way, and just changed the tuning. So and set the tune mix to 100%. So like, I would play an E, but it would come out as like E flat or D, and it was mixed so that it was always the other tuning.
Yeah, that was a problem with my guitar, because my guitar is a double locked tremolo guitar. So whenever we would have to change keys, you know, I would use the whammy pedal to change the key without having to completely switch out or retune. And it sounded a little strange because it was digitally redone, but it wasn't enough to, like, the only people that would ever notice are people that I told about it. You know, like the average person who's just listening to music at the bar and stuff like that, they would never notice.
Oh, and if any musician is listening to this either now or in the future, nobody gives a shit what your gear is. They care if you play the music good.
Correctly. Yeah. Because you can have the best gear in the world and still sound like shit.
Yeah. But I have the 5150 block letter. Did you practice?
Did you practice? Yes, exactly. I mean, I would woodshed for hours a day when I was in music school. Yeah. And that's how you get good. And that's why eventually I was just like, okay, y'all win. I'm gonna start working on audio engineering instead of playing, because when I was in college, man, these the foreign exchange students were shredding me, dude. Like they just had so much. Their culture was just one of complete dedication, and I was just like, I'm having fun in college, man. Like, you know, and yeah, they're the ones that succeeded, and I didn't. So eventually, I switched, and I still had fun. But yeah, 100% practice is what gets you there. So you said you play multiple instruments?
Yes.
What's the hardest one?
That's tough. I guess it depends on what kind of difficulty you're talking about.
Isn't like okay, alright, good question. How about the one that was, I mean, because once you know music, you can kind of pick up how the sound is supposed to work. You know, so that's just down to training your ear. But I guess the one where mechanically it was most difficult.
Either had to be guitar or ukulele or mandolin. Mandolin.
Mandolin, yeah.
Because
mandolin.
Guitar was
tough.
my first one. But oh fuck, what was I gonna say? Guitar was my first one, but due to the size of my hands, mandolin and ukulele are a bit rough.
Wait, do you have big hands?
I have piano hands.
Yeah, I mean, like I have a 9 key stretch, so. The thing about mandolin was just the fact that there was dual strings going on. That, you know.
So, but by 9 key, are you talking about just white keys or including black keys?
White keys.
Okay. I have either a 9 or a 10.
Yeah, so about the same.
Yeah. I can't remember which. It's been a while.
But yeah, no. The problem was I would accidentally press, like, because they had multiple strings on the mandolin, I would accidentally keep pressing, like, 3 strings as opposed to 2.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think one of the biggest problems that I have with music is that when I was growing up, my mom made me learn classical piano for so long, just until she was satisfied, before she allowed me to play guitar.
That's a good way to make someone not interested in music.
Yeah, it's kind of what happened. Yeah. And then, like, as soon as I grabbed guitar, I was just like, okay, I'm done with piano now.
Eggs would
which
be like,
is, you know,
"What-
in,
why
in
don't-"
retrospect, not great.
Eggs would be like, why aren't you in like doing your music? Don't you want to like learn music? Yeah, I want to learn what I like.
Right. Exactly. Not what you like. Yeah. I think that was, you know, I don't know. What are you gonna do? At the very least, you know, she did get me interested in it, which I can't be mad about. But I do wish that, like, I would have been encouraged to, you know, go for the type of music that I enjoy as opposed to what I'm supposed to learn. I feel like that would have kept me with it a little bit longer. That guy is not accurate.
But I am.
Boom. Oh! Well, he finally got
I
accurate.
didn't save.
I mean, I was playing like Beethoven and shit like that when my mom was finally like, "Okay, you're good enough. I'll let you play guitar." And then I was just like, "Cool. All right, bye piano." There you go. Oh shit.
I'm gonna hop off. See ya.
See it.
Good night, good night.
Ah. And now we wait. Alright. The level's almost done. Blood and Bone, which is mission 8.
I'm back.
Okay.
Did you crack your knuckles? Alright, let's do this.
I also reset because I was doing the bad posture.
Oh, yeah, I hate that. I hate that when you finally notice, like, you are doing bad posture. It's like, oh, shit.
Then you unshrimp and you just go...
Yup. And it has that, like, small little twinge of bad, like, not pain, but, like, pressure, I guess. And then you feel really good. You're like, oh.
I don't know if you do this, but sometimes if I put my, if I hook my legs together, and pull outward, it'll pop my pelvis and have a chain reaction all the way up my spine.
Yes, I do. Shit.
I have 1 health.
With his sparks, we take from men that which has never been taken before.
Right. I actually can't see a goddamn thing.
Oh, you okay?
I'm fine. I just can't
Oh.
see anything.
Oh, yeah.
There's no brightness thing I can adjust. Oh. Doesn't help.
Gamma usually sometimes works.
There's no gamma.
Oh, contrast. Is it? Oh, that. Oh, yeah. I see what you did there. Got it. Ooh. You already turned the hue all the way down. All the red tint, green tint, blue tint. Usually those settings should give you a. Yeah, wow. Jeez.
This is as clear as I can make it.
And I'm guessing this is the part where you can't have your. We can't have a.
The fall broke the flashlight.
There we go.
It happens twice, and I can't see a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I know there is a flashlight around here somewhere. Yeah. Oh boy, we get to see what it looks like. Oh, that's bad. Just had to itch my ear real quick. Get some water.
Get some water.
Get some water.
Why is it so spicy? Why is it so dry? Why is it so spicy?
Why it's spicy? It's better. I'm not gonna save it. Oh, why does it still look like that? Oh, it's supposed to be on 0, isn't it? Yeah. I'll save it in the 3rd slot. That was a load. How in the fuck? Hmm. 37 is more than I had.
With his sparks, we take from men that which has never been taken before.
What's the highest contrast color palette I have? Clown Vomit's probably pretty high contrast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, mostly primary colors, but that doesn't help.
Oh my god. I love that.
Virtual Beach, maybe? Nope.
If Alexis, do you know the Mandalorian or the Mandalorian culture at all, or
Nah.
forget? Huh. That.
Oh, you know what?
Hmm.
If I do turn on Clown Vomit, sets it like this, but if I turn down the contrast
Hmm.
and up
Huh.
the brightness,
Mm,
it's about the same.
a little bit. I mean,
I can see a little bit more.
yeah. These things are definitely gonna stand out. So if there's thing, oh, there we go. Sort of, ish. That's definitely time. So yeah.
So I'm only gonna be Clown Vomit while I can't use a flashlight. Aha! The ruins held knowledge, we sold our souls for it. Altars built of concrete, fed with blood and bone.
Oh.
Actually, wait, did, I don't remember if the red key was used, but whatever. The dig.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
He drove them out and invited us in. He drove them out and invited us in.
Hey, finally did the dig, no damage. All right.
Hmm? Tired?
Yeah,
Or-
getting there.
Gotcha.
I didn't. Well, part of me understood, the rest of me didn't. How difficult this difficulty would be. Cause like it's not like fuck yourself hard, where it's meant for insane people. But it's definitely taking a lot more concentration than
That's true.
than
I
like
have noticed.
Doom Ultra
Oh no,
Violence.
I've been watching. It's so yeah.
So this has been like almost 4 straight hours of just doing,
Yeah.
and it only gets more difficult. So I think this is a good stopping point for tonight, just so I don't like wear myself out too much.
Right. Yeah.
We'll finish episode 2 next time I stream, and then we'll move on to episode 3. So thanks for coming out.
Thank you,
See you
everyone.
next time.
Bye.